everyone and welcome back to my Pandora world on YouTube. I hope you're having a good day and that everything is okay with you. I have to say thanks again because my previous video had more than 100 views in just a few hours on the first evening, so it was amazing. Thank you very much. And for those of you who don't know me yet, hi, I am Federica from My Sparkling Joy. And I am here to talk about my Pandora collection. Today, as I promised on my previous video, I am going to show you the way I design my bracelets. But first of all, I have to share the credits with my two assistants who you guys like so much, and I didn't expect such a success, so they're happy to be here again. She has no name yet. One of you asked me what her name was, but I'm working on finding the proper name for her, because she's fairly new. Well, she's been with me for like 2 years now, 3 years, I don't remember. We'll talk about it. And her name is Bimba Sogni. As you know, I'm Italian, so the name, for those of you who don't speak Italian, might sound like weird, but basically her name is Little Girl of the Dreams, because she stays on my bedside table, and every night when I go to sleep I always ask her to make me have lovely dreams. So she's the guardian of my dreams, and I really love her. Okay, as usual, I'm going to showcase today another Starbucks mug from my collection, and this is my most precious one because I got it in Japan 2 years ago when I traveled there solo. I organized my travels on my own, and I tend to travel solo, so I went to Japan, which was such a milestone of my traveling experience, and I went every day to have breakfast at Starbucks, and that was the reason why I wanted to come back home with an important memory of the trip, and that was the identical mug I used to drink in every morning at Starbucks for my breakfast before a long touristy day. But let's go back to the reason you are here, the main reason, which is Pandora, obviously. During my last video I promised I would show you the way I design my bracelets, so for the sake of a better view I am going to zoom you guys much closer so that you could see my designs, and that's it. Let's see you later. Let's dive in the way I design. I always like to tell a story within my designs, and there has to be a little hint of romantic and a little bit of fairy, of magic. I always want to express a story which develops throughout the whole bracelet, and to express it in a way of balance and in a way of harmony of colors. This is the way I design. Every person has a different style because everyone tells a story, but let's see how we do it, and then you'll tell me if you like it or not. These are the main sections. There's the central and the sides. I always tend to tell the introduction of the story within the center, because it's where the statement piece is and where I want to set up the ambience for what's going to develop. So this is my autumn theme, which is a fairy tale. So in one way I can tell a fairy tale while setting it up in the autumn season. And the color theme here is it changes from here and there because it's silver. It's a silver bracelet with a Pandora rose heart clasp, and there is a bit of two-tone, and I just have one Murano and Pandora rose here and there and silver. So let's see, I always put clips quite immediately when I get a bracelet, because I think it's healthier for the bracelet to have the weight well balanced along the bracelet, because I always think about which clasp I want in this bracelet, and because I want the clasp to play a role in the story as well. So let's begin. I usually have a heart as a statement piece, because that's just the way I am. And here there is a heart, but as I told you before, just a second ago, I said that I want the clasp to play a role. Oh, here this went off, but I'll put it back again. If I close it, the clasp will perfectly balance with the heart. And it's the same material, but again, they are different. I do not usually repeat charms. I don't own two identical charms, even though I am extremely tempted, guys, with the new release in the white Murano with all the swirl around in Pandora Rose. Are so beautiful, I think. If I cave, I will cave because I want two of those, but okay, let's go back to the designing. In the central section, I'm beginning my story. There's a castle full of love, and there's a nice carriage for this whoever lives in the castle. And then the teapot wasn't here at the beginning, but then my partner gave it to me for our anniversary, and I always think we are lucky to have met each other, so I put this in the Fairytale to celebrate 1 year together. And then I have the two clips. Again, the clips are different. I don't have two identical clips. And I have the two-tone with love, which is perfect for the theme, and the clipping Pandora Rose, which has another heart again. So it's like there's a continuity within the story itself. Then I only have one Murano. I would have loved to add another Murano, but for reason of space and reason of gifts of my partner, I couldn't do that. But if I still had some space here, I would put the new Murano I was telling you about. But here again I have this charm, which is in two-tone, and it still balances with this one, which is a heart, and it's in two-tone, and they have equal distance. The distance, I put the distance for one reason. I want each and every charm to shine in its own way. It doesn't have to be to take the spotlight of another charm. Everyone has to play their role. Then I said I had the Murano, and here I have the characters, because there's a castle, there's a fairy tale. I really needed tenants for this castle, because an empty castle is sad. Okay, so I have the frog prince that I showed you the other time, and take a look at this, the crown and the crown. Again, they shine on their own. Then I have a cat, because you know I love my cats too much. You see them on Instagram, they are my loves and my boys, and I'm so lucky to have them. And then I have the snowman. This is a gift again, and I'd like the snowman to be in love with the ballerina, so they are together in this fairy tale. And I put it this way because I can always say that the snowman can give a kiss to the ballerina, and they are close to each other and they are happy. Then on the other side I have other characters. I have the angel, which is there to protect the little girl. She perfectly fits under the wing. And then there's the cow. The cow is just so cute. And the two, and I think it's intertwined hearts in Pandora Rose. And again, you see half angles, but they have an equal distance, so they can play well independently. And then I have a safety chain. As I told you last time, I'm a big believer on that, where it makes the bracelet easier to put on. It's pretty, and it's like an insurance on the bracelet, because Pandora is a big investment, and I would be so sad to lose my charms, especially for the big value that they carry for me. So this is the first one. Then my first one, it's on the classic silver barrel clasp, and the story here is an enchanted garden of fairies living together in a beautiful nature. So the main piece is here. It's not a heart, this is an exception, because I love this one so much, and I think I think it's meadow, I don't know its name in English. I think it brings together the story in a beautiful place. So it set up the story. It's a beautiful garden with beautiful flowers where there are butterflies. You see a butterfly here, a butterfly here, and then all the colors balance out. Like I have flower here and a flower here is clip, not the same. And then I have the fairy, which are distributed around. I have one here, which balances with the cake dangle. I want fairies to have a cake because they deserve it. Hold on, I turn it on the other way. And I hope you can see it well. And okay, then I have the teacup here, which goes this position, and it's on an equal distance with the orchid. So you see there are 4. I can afford to have up to 4 dangles, and they all play independently. Then the color story. The color story is mainly pink and purple, and the season that I want to set the story in is obviously spring. I have Muranos. I used to have a 4th Murano here, which would have balanced perfectly 2 Murano and 2 Muranos, but when I got my Pandora rose bangle, I so wanted to put it here that I just replaced it with this charm, which plays well anyway, and I think I'm going to invest in the next Murano, which will come out in spring 2019. You never know, I am very patient. And then I have this butterfly here, which balances again, and then I kind of dare adding a different color, but I think it absorbs the other very well and creates this idea of beauty and serenity, because all my fairies, so 2 here, 1 here and 1 here, I think of fairies living in a wonderful nature and having fun, having a tea, having a slice of cake, and that's the idea. And I tend to put mobile clip at the end because I don't want the pieces to slide out, just in case I still have to wear my safety chain. But I don't have this on all bracelets. I try to. Okay, this is my idea to design a wintry starry night. Color theme is white and blue with silver and pavé. And there's the clasp is a heart in pavé. So this is a work in progress because it's not completed yet. So I designed it in the best way I could in order to start telling a story. So I put in the center the pattern of frost, and it will stay anyway in the main section, but it will be soon joined by the Heart of Winter, which will be the statement piece, and by another piece, and then I will move the card, rework things out, and I hope everything fits. Anyway, you see I have balance of similar but not identical. You can see I have the 2 Muranos, which are the same kind of Murano, the bubble face one. One is white, one is midnight blue, which is perfect for a starry night. Then I have these 2 charms of similar shape, and here you see it's snowing, and here this make me think about the snow on the trees after when it's snowing or just after it snowed. Then I have 2 clips. I added the one I missed, which is the moon and the star, and then it will keep company with all the other little stars here. And I have a swan, because I always want to think about a swan in a winter lake. And then the Christmas tree, and gives me the idea of the serenity around Christmas time and the beauty of winter and spending time together, and the way I like when it snows, even though I have to shovel it the following morning, but this has nothing to see with the bracelet. So this is my idea of winter, and to add more serenity and magic, I added the enchanted hearts as a safety chain, and you'll see when I will close, the heart of the clasp and the heart of the Heart of Winter will perfectly balance. So far that's it. I'm happy with the results. Let's move to the next piece. Now, we don't have a season, but we have a positivity theme, and positivity is a rainbow. So there are different colors all together, and I'll try to balance them out. The colors a little even because I don't want to have one charm which is so flashy that will just create confusion around the bracelet. So you see, this is very, I wanted to think about freedom, so I got the clipless bracelet, a very classic one in silver, and I created a bit of sections within. At the moment I don't have yet a safety chain, but it will come soon, and I will move the clips here to create the 3 sections. But at the moment, what do we have? Up a heart, which is the statement piece, and it's guarded by Bruno the unicorn and by the owls. You see, they have kind of similar size, so it's fine. Then I have 2 Murano, and then I have 2 quite chunky charms like the Home Sweet Home and the Pandora bag. I moved it away from the pink leather bracelet one because I thought it worked better here. Then I have the 2 dangles, which are, you see, in an even distance. So I have the rainbow, and the rainbow calls back the colors of our new addition from last weekend, Ariel's dress. And Ariel's dress also gets along very well with Ariel's Murano, but I couldn't put them together because it would have been just too flashy in a section. And again, I have 2 clips which are heart shaped. One is in pink pavé and the other is in rainbow pavé. So they are perfect to close the story. And I have the Murano in Rainbow Murano, which was of course a must on this theme, but the Rainbow Murano, as you see, there's not another Murano yet, so there will be another Murano, and then so I have 4 Muranos, 2 clips in the center, and then I will put the safety chain to close the story. And then I will just add new charms, but at the moment the idea is this one, and again a heart at the center. And if you want to notice another heart at the center, I have my things I like bracelet. You see a heart between the 2 Muranos, and the 2 Muranos are similar color, and they're both shiny with a bit of CZ, so it just works. And the coffee that has to be here because I love coffee. And there is the clip again to prevent the charms to slide out. I think I will add another clip in the future, but I'm waiting for that clip to fall in love with. You know what I mean. I like expectation is part of the fun. There's a new choice design of mine, like less is more. You see, this is a padlock heart, and I put a heart here. And this could be good to go this way. I could add maybe a Murano here, the white with the silver swirls, but I don't know yet. I have to think about this. But in my idea of less is more is that I want to couple up bracelets in order to create their story and a continuation to that. Like, this is the project of my dragonfly garden, and it's still ongoing. You see, I have a heart, and these 2 can get along very well together. But I also want, oops, sorry bracelet, but I also want to create new stories within the stories. Like, for example, you see my autumn theme bracelet? I could perfectly wear it and match it up with the bangle in Pandora Rose. You see, the color story perfectly matches, and the 2 Murano get along together. There's some green here, and it works. Remember my summer bracelet here? It doesn't have a heart, but this is the most important piece ever, and it's a statement piece. I think it could go very well in a rainbow. Can be worn together in summer. It's a nice stock, and the colors pop up, and it's really nice to see. Then you see I have these 2 which could work well together. Again, a heart and a heart and a heart here. But this one would match well with the idea of silver of a winter shiny night. So let's put them together. You see, I can also do less is more this way, and have a stock. And I'm thinking about my fairies and the garden and the spring. They could go well together, especially in the spring. I think they could be worn singles or together in every season, because you don't have to wear a winter bracelet only winter. I mean, yeah, this could be worn, I guess, in every season. And then I think I'm going to design a Christmas bracelet with the pieces which are there in my waiting room section, but this will happen later on. It's just October now, so this is basically my design style and the way I want to pair up things, and I hope I was explaining it well and that I didn't get you bored. So guys, this is the way I design my bracelets, and I hope you enjoyed this video. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me within the comments down below, and I really would like to thank you again for the time you dedicated to this video. And if you're not following me yet on Instagram, please follow me at my sparkling joy. I will leave the link again down below to my Instagram page. And now I'm open to suggestion for the next video. Do you want to see a specific bracelet with all the stories behind the charm? Would you like to know more about my floating lockets? Let me know. I'm open to suggestions from you. And on this note, I'd like to thank you again and wish you a lovely day from all of us. See you at the next video. Bye guys! In this bonus clip, I would like to show you a new charm I got right after filming this video. My friend Emily from Fashion Storyteller and My Pandora Charms was so lovely to get the Mickey's hat during her trip to Disney and sent it to me. I'm so excited, I can't believe I own a park exclusive now. And this is the way I styled it in my winter bracelet. It is simply perfect with the blue enamel, the moon and the stars, and I love it. Thank you so much, Emily, for getting it for me. You made me so happy.